Hello YouTube! We're on the Real Programming channel. I'm its host, my name is Andrei. I greet you, welcome. This is our 25 lesson. We'll talk about HTML, PHP and MySqL and email sender web application. And for start, let's do exercise. Elmer has created a web form remove mail.html for deleting customer from this emailing list. All the form accepts as an email address, which is entered into an HTML form field named email. Finish the code for Elmer's remove mail.php script that's called by the form to carry out of each customer remove mail. This form field is named email. Clicking the remove button submits. The form is a post request to the PHP script. And don't forget, remember, you will find all the code and materials of this lesson under this video in description link to Google Drive, Sublime Text and the validator W3C. Okay, if you're ready for a solution, watch next slide. If you're not ready, take a pause. And this is our solution. The email form data in $_post is stored in a variable and then used in the delete query. Watch out for those quotes. And the double quotes here, the double quotes go around the whole SQL query and the single quotes go around the email address stored in $email. It never hurts to confirm what happened, especially in the case of the database deletion. Don't forget to clean up by closing the database connection. Well, we are finally finished. And test drive. Remove a customer from the mailing list using the remove mail form. This is starting to feel a little familiar, yeah? Download the code for the remove mail webpage from the Headfirst Labs website at www.headfirstlabs.com. Books HF PHP, like this. This is our site. It's in the chapter 03 folder. This code consists of a web form in remove mail.html, style.sheet.css, and a couple of images, Elvis logo.gif and the blank face.jpg. Create a new text file called remove mail.php and enter all of the code on the facing page. Upload all these files to your web server and open the remove mail.html page in the web browser. Enter the email address of a customer in the form and click remove delete them form from the database. The script doesn't the dirty work of vision and the delete query and then confirming the deletion. MakeMeAlways.com is a web application. It's official. With its help of PHP and MySqL, Elmer's MakeMeAlways.com website is now worthy of being called an application. Elmer can now store data persistently in a MySqL database and also interact with it data to web forms. A combination of HTML pages, PHP scripts and embedded SQL queries allow Elmer to add and remove customers to or from his email list. They can also themselves, as well as send mail messages to the entire list. The add mail pages adds new customers to Elmer's mail list. The send mail pages send mail to everyone on this list with a click button. The remove mail pages removes a customer from the mail list. And exercise PHP MySqL cross. When you finish it perfect in Elmer's dance moves, as if you can hum along and finish this crossword puzzle. And if you're ready of solution PHP MyCross, watch next slide. If you're not solution, take a pause. So let's go. This is our solution. And your PHP and MySqL toolbox. Not only did you help Elmer get his web application off the ground, but you also developed some valuable PHP and MySQL skills in this chapter, for instance. So, what we have? This is while delete from table name where drop table describe select we start from tables names multiple maybe and MySQL underscore fetch array. Okay. And chapter 4, realistic and practical application, your application on the web. If I put a banana of my teacher's tail pub here, a car wasn't start, so no exam. But then the substitute might give the test, so he gets a banana too. But then the substitute. Sometimes you have to be realistic and rethink your plans. Or plan more carefully in the first place when your application out there on the web. You may discover that you haven't planned well enough. Things that you've thought would work aren't good enough in the real world. This chapter takes a look at some real-world problems that can occur as you move your application from testing to a live site. Along the way, we'll show you more important PHP and SQL code. Elmer has some irritated customers. Elmer's customers mailing list has grown by leaps and bounds, but his emails have generated some complaints. The complaints vary, but they all seem to involve customers receiving blank email messages or multiple messages, neither of which is good. Elmer needs to figure out what's gone wrong and fix it. His business depends on it. This ain't good. I wonder if it has something to do with that send email page. Elmer knows he has a problem, but he's going to need some help figuring out exactly what it is. Okay, exercise for meditation. Be Elmer, the email list manager. Your job is to play Elmer and figure out how those blank emails are getting sent. He suspects it has something to do with the sendemail.html form. Write down what Elmer thinks the problem is. Okay. So let's watch next slide with our solution. If write down that Elmer thinks the problem is click the submit button without filling out message body, blank email gets sent. If the submit buttons preset on the form with nothing in the body field, a blank email gets sent. Come to think of it, an empty subject field is a problem too. Protecting Elmers from Elmers. So, operator error is really the problem here. Elmer inadvertently clicks submit without entering the mail information and blank emails get sent to the entire list. It's never safe to assume a web form will be used exactly the way it was intended. That's why it's up to you, the vigilant PHP scripter, to try and ahead of these kinds of problems by anticipating that some user will measure your forms. Let's take a look at the code in your current mail.php script to see how Elmer's empty email messages are getting created. Our send email script uses the text from the form to build an email even if your user didn't enter anything. The text in the form is retrieved from $_post with subjects and $_post Elvis email, and it's saved in the subjects and the $text respectively. Problem is we use the $text in our message whether the variable contains text or not. And let's look on Sublime text, So this is our code. And we also use $_subjects whether there is text in it or not. Write in your sheet of paper or down of this video and what you think should be changed in the sendemail.php script code to fix the blank email problem. So, demand good form data and the logic behind send email validation. We'll talk about this in the next lesson. And here is our 25th lesson about HTML, PHP and MySqL is over. Thanks for watching, subscribe to my channel, please put likes, share with friends, comment, eat bananas, eat chocolate and nuts, meditate, do exercise every evening, drink more water for the brain, and that's all. Thank you. Bye.